Okay, so here is a diagram to help us think about what we are doing, what we're trying to do, why vision is so important, and how we connect with where we are to the final vision that we are trying to achieve. Okay, now, of course, in any school, in any organization, it's not just about you, it's about the people that you are working with. So in a school idea, in the school context, that's your other teachers. All right. So the idea is that we're trying to help this change happen, and imagine it is like a big boulder, and here you are, you're pushing that boulder uphill. Okay, you've got a shared purpose and a direction. You're going up the hill, all right, rather than down or in some other direction. You've got your direction, and you are trying to keep and build momentum. Okay, you want to keep that vision moving forward because you know something that's already moving is easier to move. If it stops, it requires a lot more effort to make it move again. All right. And on this stage of getting your vision, your transformation across to your team, it requires a lot of work, a lot of energy, and a lot of resilience, because obviously you're trying to push that boulder uphill. All right. So you keep going, keep going, keep going, all towards this vision. Okay. And this could take quite a long time until eventually, can you see, you get to the peak of the hill. All right. What I call the tipping point. All right. Now, what happens to that boulder at the tipping point? Do you need to push it anymore? No, because that's going to roll downhill by itself towards the vision. What does that mean? Well, your team, your teachers, your leaders, your students, this is the moment of transformation. Okay? The progress towards the vision will continue without me pushing. Okay? It's gonna do it without me. And when that begins to happen, your team, your teachers, your students will be thinking things like, I get it, I will never return to the old ways, because they totally have internalized that process to get to the vision. They never want to go back to how things were before. That's one of the ways that you know you've just gone past your tipping point. Or they might say, this isn't about me, it's for my community, it's for others. So in other words, this change that's happening here, I understand it's actually not just about me. It's not just about my improvement, but actually there's a much bigger picture here. Or my thinking has permanently changed. A bit like the first one, I'm never going to go back. And then that's you much more likely to be heading into you achieving this amazing vision that you've got here. All right. So with this as an idea, what's quite useful to think about is have you actually got in your school a shared purpose and direction? Is everyone heading in the right direction? That's not going to happen if you've not got a really well-defined, clear, compelling, and concrete vision. This is you at the moment, okay? Who else can you get around you to help push this boulder uphill? And of course, in this phase, lots of work needed, lots of energy, lots of resilience needed to keep going, pushing up all the way up to the top, and then looking out for that tipping point. Okay, talking about it. What does it look like? Thinking about what phrases people might be thinking or saying that indicates they have now got this. They own it. The boulder will continue without your major input. Okay? So hopefully you found that useful as a way of thinking about how you move your organization from where you are to being a really, really transforming force for good in the world.